Hey guys, I hope you're all doing very well today. My name is Mason, and this is Masonzero ASMR. The point of this video today is to talk about my sort of resolutions for 2018. These are resolutions for the channel because there are some things that need to change. And I think you all are aware of that, and it shows in my YouTube analytics, just seeing the performance of my videos recently. There's things that need to change because things haven't been going very well, and I can't entirely blame the YouTube algorithm or whatever for that. I briefly touched on this in my previous video and on Twitter, which, by the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I post there regularly. It's at Masonzero ASMR. There's also a link in the description. Anyways, I talked a bit about it there, about how I'm not getting as many views as I used to, despite going on a regular schedule for months now. I've been doing a video every Wednesday and every Saturday, so 2 videos a week, which is about as much as I felt that I could do comfortably. And I think that maybe even that was too much for what I wanted to do. I think there's a combination of factors, but the end result was that the videos that I was making were not of a high quality. I think that I began rushing certain videos, and it probably showed. Most of my videos, if done right, require minimal editing afterwards, and many of them don't require a lot of setup. Even this one that I'm recording now, I just had to set up the camera and the microphone as normal, and assuming that I don't have to cut much out, it's pretty much going to be slapping on an intro and an outro and exporting it and calling it good. That's what most of my videos are, and I'm not necessarily talking about that aspect of it. It's more in the video itself. Many of my videos have felt rushed in them, and that's not the point of ASMR. The point of ASMR is to be relaxed, and I think a lot of my videos were falling short on that. There were certain things I was doing as well. I recently was messing with the on the audio track of my voice using compression and noise removal and other things that I hadn't always done, and I think that was having a negative effect. Maybe that was just me, maybe no one else noticed, but I was never really sure if I liked it or not, and I think maybe that it didn't work out so well. I did write down some of the analytics because I wanted to talk about some of them. So first, some good news going into 2018. Currently, we have 473 subscribers here at Masonzero ASMR. That's fantastic. We're close to 500. I honestly, and I've said this before, never thought that I would get even to 100, or barely over, so to be at almost 500 is incredible. That being said, it has been slow growth recently, compared to what I expected. It's been slowing down, and I think that has had a lot to do with the quality of videos. If people are finding my videos, they're not liking them enough to subscribe. One point that I didn't write down that I should have, but I remember the statistic, was audience retention, which is essentially how much of a video somebody watches. And for an ASMR video, I would expect that to be high. People would watch most of a video, if not all. Unfortunately, my people are only watching 19%, 19% of each video. That doesn't seem right. I think I can attribute a bit of that to people watching the video, not knowing it's ASMR, and then clicking off. I do make a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff, and it's possible that people do expect regular videos without whispering, and then they get there and there's this guy whispering for some reason while opening Magic cards. So that could be a turnoff, and I get that. So that might be a factor, but it might not be the only factor. So anyways, 473 subscribers. Once I get closer to 500, I'll be officially announcing a Q&A video and call for questions. If you'd like to leave any questions for the Q&A right now, you're welcome to, but I expect it to still be probably a couple months at least before I get there if we're on our current trajectory, but we'll see. Channel views as of, so I'm filming this on Thursday, it's going up on Saturday. Yesterday, which was Wednesday, I looked at these numbers, so this is from that day. So yesterday when I checked, it had 70,726 channel views, so just over 70,000, which is cool. That feels like a decent amount. I ran the numbers to see how many views that was per video, and that comes out to 338 views per video on average, because I have 209 videos. That number doesn't seem great, and it's really all over the place with numbers. I have one video that's over 10,000 views. I think it's like 11,000 maybe, and then I have a couple that are between 2 and 5,000, but then most of my videos are under 100. But even taking out that one outlier of the one that has over 10,000 views, it's still 285 views per video. Now, one way that I know that my channel hasn't been doing super well lately is because the majority of my last videos, even last like 50 videos, honestly, barely any of them are over 100 views, and I don't know if any of them at all, except maybe one or two, are over that 338 average, or even the 285 average. And that's telling. I haven't had a hit video per se in quite a while, despite trying to make some good ones. And that's telling me that I need to try harder, both in making high quality content and making content that people actually are seeking out and want to watch. I'm aware that YouTube is incredibly competitive, and ASMR has grown exponentially, both in interest and in number of creators. So it's a competitive world out there. The like to dislike ratio is incredible. 94% likes out of all the likes and dislikes, which is also interesting. I'm getting this impression that people aren't really liking the videos, but they don't dislike them so much that they feel that they need to leave a dislike on the video. That's my interpretation. I find that very interesting. But yeah, very good like to dislike ratio. We have 1,370 likes compared to only 91 dislikes. So thank you guys for being supportive this whole time. That's fantastic. The last metric I wanted to talk about was mostly in terms of transparency, and that's something that a lot of people don't talk about on YouTube, but more and more are, which is the revenue. So I'm going to disclose exactly how much money I have made from Masonzero ASMR. That number is currently $74.07. which comes out to 35 cents per video, or $1.05 per every 1,000 views. So essentially, every 1,000 views I get a dollar, give or take. That's obviously going to depend on a lot of different factors, but that's the average so far. So now you guys know, it's been about $74 since starting. The money is nice. Obviously, this is basically nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's fantastic, and making money off of YouTube is great. Don't get me wrong. And YouTube is all crazy right now with demonetization. None of my videos have been demonetized. I'm not sure why, because a lot of other people have that problem. Maybe my channel is too small. Maybe it's those medium-sized channels that have problems with demonetization. I don't know. Either way, my videos have always stayed monetized, which I'm really thankful for. Yeah, so that's fantastic. I have a couple other YouTube channels. One of them is monetized, and one of them is too young to be monetized. Recently YouTube changed their policy, so you cannot monetize your videos until you get to 10,000 views, and then it'll be up for review. So one of my newer channels isn't there yet, but my older channel is. I'm trying to remember how much I've made with it. It might be about the same. Maybe it's more like $90 to $100. I've had that channel for much longer. I don't post on it frequently. And it's just really a few specific videos that have brought in most of that revenue. So YouTube is by no means a living for me. And I don't expect it to be. I would need many, many, many more subscribers for it to be doable. And that would be fantastic one day if I could survive off of the 3 YouTube channels that I run, give or take, depending on what I'm doing. Right now, it's not feasible. So circling back to the feedback, there's one thing I wanted to bring up if I can find it. I was, sorry, I received a message on Instagram the other day from a subscriber. They saw my Twitter post. I am forgetting how to see messages on Instagram. I am realizing that I have no idea how to view messages on Instagram. But anyways, they were saying some of the same things that I was mentioning earlier. Am I stupid? How does this work? I don't spend much time on Instagram as compared to other sites. Wow, I am very confused. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if I'm missing something obvious or what. Oh, there we go. Finally found it. It was obvious the whole time. So, I will not disclose this person's name or username or anything like that. But, I believe I know who they are. So, I'm gonna pull out some quotes here. So, they said, I do personally find that while the substance of your content is still something that I'm interested in, I do find myself watching less of your videos. So maybe I'm in a good place for some input here. It's probably because I find the production quality is a little low. Things can be a bit bumpy or chaotic as opposed to the very gentle and smooth ASMR that I prefer. Essentially what they're saying is that, and continue to say, is that a lot of stuff in the videos isn't as smooth and relaxing as it should be. And I agree with that, whether it's my voice sort of being crackly or when soft speaking or something. And that's partly due to the editing, I believe. Or if it's just bumping into the camera or the microphone or whatever, going too fast. And I think that hits the nail on the head. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. But yeah, this was fantastic that that they were able to contact me and were willing to say a lot of things, constructive criticism and feedback. So if you're watching this, thank you for the message. It helped immensely. I think that is sort of the wake-up call that I needed. If anyone else has any suggestions for the channel on how I can improve, how I can win back your trust or your enjoyment or whatever, I would really appreciate if you left a comment or sent me a message on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, wherever you're comfortable with. I would really appreciate that, because the only way that this channel can grow is if the community grows with it and helps me grow. I'm with you guys here. While it's me running the channel and me deciding what goes on it, you guys in the community really decide the overall direction. If there's a certain thing you want me to do more or less, then I will listen. I am here to enjoy myself and have fun, but I'm also here to provide you with relaxation and entertainment. So do not hesitate to ask for something. I will gladly make a video about almost anything that you think is a good idea and that you think you will find relaxing. So, this has been an incredibly long ramble. The general point of what I'm trying to say is that going into 2018 now, these videos are going to be better. They're going to be improved over the last few months. They're going to get back to the roots of what ASMR should be, which is slow relaxation and triggers. I need to slow down just in general. Every day of my life, I'm always trying to do a million things at once, especially the last 5 months that I've been unemployed. I am just always doing something, whether it's applying to jobs, doing freelance, making videos for any number of channels, running errands, or doing random stuff in between. Like, I always have to be doing something. I am the absolute worst at just sitting down and watching TV. I suck at that. The closest I can get to that is playing video games, which is anything but relaxing, because I still have to think and act quickly and stuff like that. So my mind is always racing, and I think there's some a fair amount of anxiety in there that keeps me going and keeps me crazy. So I don't know what it is with people with anxiety problems making ASMR videos. It doesn't always seem like the best thing, but yeah, I think my sort of anxiety manifests in always needing to be doing something and things always taking too long, being too slow. I'm very impatient, not necessarily in the sense that something needs to be done now, but that while something is being done, I need to be doing something else. For example, I can't just wait for something to load on my computer. I have to be, checking Twitter or whatever while it's loading, because I just need to be doing something. So the goal for 2018 is to push some of that aside and become more relaxed and put some of that into the videos that I'm making. So that means slowing down my talking, and I'm aware that I've been talking fast in this entire video, but slowing down the talking and taking the time to do triggers for a long time, just a lot of stuff, making everything slower. Take the 15-minute videos that that I do a lot and turn them into 30 minutes. So that's my goal for 2018 for this channel. It's vague and it's broad, and I'll probably come up with more specifics later, but for now, that's my pledge and my promise to you guys, is that things are going to be better and more relaxing. I want to win you guys back, my viewers, my community. I think that having an open dialogue about how the channel can be improved is great, because I love doing this, and I want to keep doing it. And every time I get a comment or a message from you guys saying that the video was good, or that it was helpful, that means everything to me. So thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a great ride so far. We're almost to 500. It's been just over 2 years, I believe. Yeah, it's been a bit over 2 years that I've been doing this, and it's been fantastic. Thank you all again. I can't thank you guys enough. I hope that this video was somewhat relaxing while also giving you an update. Leave a comment if you have anything to say on any of the stuff that I said here. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.